Great day, everyone. Jerisha Hawk here. I'm an income strategist, a recent corporate dropout, and I help women and conscious men who work a 9-to-5 build a service-based business on the side to help you start actually generating additional 4- and 5-figure income streams. Today has been an interesting day. A lot of you guys know when I quit my job, I actually got hired back as a contractor doing some work, and I've been at work all day, which is new for me. I'm like, I haven't been in a cube or in an office all day in months, but been really good. But I got out of work, hopped on the phone with my girlfriend Tiara, business bestie, and we were just having such a good conversation in regards to really what's the difference and what are the requirements for you building a business and really the work ethic that goes into doing it. So some of you guys follow me on Instagram. And saw my post that I put out yesterday on my Instagram story. And I had shared a piece of my income goal yesterday on, not my income goal, but my Stripe. I shared a screenshot of my Stripe account yesterday on Instagram. And it showed that I had made $38,000 in the last month. And it was like, why would I ever go back to corporate? I would never make that much money in a single month. And we were just talking about really talking about fuck fixed income. My students are in the program right now, talking about really what's required to build a business, what goes into building a profitable business. Because I'm like, I never thought that I'd be in the position that I am right now. But then I started looking at my numbers a little bit more, and I'm a couple $1,000s away from hitting my first legit banked 6 figures, which was dope. But then I realized that 80% of the money that I've made so far, I've made in the last 2.5 months. Which is mind-blowing to really think about that. I'm at, close to hitting my first 6 figures in my business, but I've made almost $60,000 of that money, 65-ish, in the past 2.5 months. And it's what the fuck? How is that possible? I had the idea for this business last January. I launched the business legitimately in October, but I'm just now really starting to see consistent 5 figures a month on a large scale in the past 3 months. And we were just talking about really what's required to get here. And I think people will say, I challenge all of my students to do Facebook Lives. I challenge all of my students to be visible. I really am pushing my clients to put themselves out there. And sometimes the feedback that comes up is well, Jay, it's natural for you to do a Facebook Live. It's easy for you to do a Facebook Live. It's easy for you to just launch a product and then people buy it. You have this following. And I think sometimes we forget that I had to build this body of work to be in the position for me to be making $40,000 in a month. This shit didn't just happen yesterday. I've been building a foundation. I've been laying my body of work for months. And so many people are not willing to do that. So many people say they want to build a business. So many people say that they want to have extra money. So many people say that they want to have freedom. But then they want, they have no sense of delayed gratification. They have no sense of being able to, what are the short-term sacrifices that I have to do right now in order for me to get to the place where I can have a 5K month, a 10K month, a 30K month. People want this shit to happen in weeks. I built my business 3 months ago. Why am I not making all this money yet? Or I've been online for 2 weeks. Why aren't people signing up for my programs? And it's y'all, do you really want to build a business? Or are you just trying to build another income stream? There's a complete difference between the two. Are y'all out here trying to build a business, build something that's going to last, to create a legacy, something that you can potentially sell or hand down to your kids? Or are you out here trying to make another hustle? And why are so many people not in the position where they're able to be honest with themselves in regards to what it is? People want the benefit and the rewards of being able to say they have a business and they built, this mega whatever business, and they're getting featured in Black Enterprise and Forbes and Huffington Post, and they're getting paid $3,000, $10,000, $15,000 to go speak. They say they want those things, but then their actions show the characteristics and attributes of somebody who really just out here trying to build another hustle, somebody who's really out here just trying to build another income stream. And y'all know I'm a firm believer that yes, we all should have more than one type of income coming into our lives. We should all have more than one income stream. But like, check yourself, because there's a huge difference between building a business, because your business has a vision. You know, you building a business is like you giving birth to a child. It's something that, like, it takes 9 months to even birth the child. It takes 9 months to even launch the child. You know, and once the child is here, it takes, you know, to a year before the child even start walking. It takes a couple years before the baby start talking. Like, it takes some more years before the kid even starts, like, being able to rationalize, like, and conceptualize certain things. You know, why are so many, like, when you think about your business, are you willing to wait 9 months before you start making consistent money? Are you willing to, like, spend 9 months? Are you willing to spend a year building your foundation before you start, like, before you check out and, like, disqualify and get out of the game? Like, really, what is it? I mean, hey y'all popping up. If you guys are hopping in and catching the replay, say hey. Tierra said, but we'll work in a job for even longer period, delaying the gratification of a promotion, but won't do the same in their business. And that's the realest shit ever. Because, like, you see so many people living in this idea of, like, false sense of security, working at a 9-to-5, working in a corporate environment, and they're willing to wait a year to experience, to hope to experience a 1 to 3% increase on their income. They're willing to wait 10 to 15 years before they reach that director level, that manager level, or even get the opportunity to discuss VP option. But y'all are out here trying to build a business literally out of nothing. Poof, like, I have an idea and tomorrow I go online and try to build a business, and you wonder why people didn't pay you $3,000 to be a client after 2 weeks of you being in the game. And I'm just like, I want to flip my fucking desk. Do you guys, like, and I think the reason why I get so passionate about it, and the reason why I'm so hyped right now about it, is because, like, too many people are operating out of this sense of ego and entitlement, that just because I build something, people will come. And they better come and they better pay. Even though I don't really even have a firm understanding of why they should pay me. Why am I deserving of actually being able to receive this $2,000 coaching client? Have I earned it? Have I earned it? And then do I really deserve it? Not am I entitled to it just because I built it and people should just come. And I want everybody here to, like, answer that and be vulnerable and be transparent with yourself to answer that question. Because I think there's a huge differentiator. Like, there's a huge differentiator between you saying that you want to build a business. Because building a business is like giving birth to a child. If you're not willing to carry that business, to nurture that business, to eat the right vitamins, and to be conscious of what you're putting into your body for 9 months, if you're not willing to lay the foundation for your business, show up consistently, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you fuck up, even when you go live and it's like you sweating like crazy, even when, like, nobody is showing up and you're talking to yourself, are you willing to show up for 9 months every day in your business, doing at least one thing to move the needle? Are you willing to do that before you see results? And if the answer is no, get out of the fucking game. Period. I'm not here to sell any dreams half off. I'm not here to walk anybody down, like, some road path saying that, like, the riches are just at the end of the yellow brick railroad, because it's not. Like, if you guys are not in it for the legacy, if you're not in it for the long haul, like, just be real about it. Like, no, Jay, I'm not trying to build a business. I'm trying to build an income stream. Like, homegirl, just teach me how I can make some money real quick. We can have a different conversation, and everybody will be on a better page. You will be in a better situation. I will be in a better situation. Whatever other coach you hire will be in a better situation. And you won't be setting yourself up for I don't want to say failure, but, like, sometimes we set ourselves up because we are putting ourselves in a situation where we have unrealistic expectations about what the outcome is going to be. Because we're not willing to be transparent or honest with ourselves enough to be able to, like, say what it is that we really want. We're not able to really be able to identify, like, no, this is really what it is. I want the accolades and I want the prestige. I want the whatever of what it is that y'all say that, you know, you get from being able to build a business. But no, I'm not willing to do the work. No, I'm not willing to show up on Facebook and do a Facebook Live every week. No, I'm not willing to, like, I don't want to deal with my clients. No, I'm not willing to build my body of work. Bruh, then what you doing? Like, it's just, you setting yourself up. Tiara said she got her fall glasses on, y'all, so she not playing with us. Like, it's just, I don't know. And it's just, I'm excited because I'm going to be putting out, and one thing I do, I love being transparent because I fuck up, y'all. I make mistakes. You know, I don't have all this stuff figured out. Like, there's definite times I put myself in situations or in risk of, like, I don't have it all figured out. But one thing I will say that I've done from the get-go, that I've done correctly, and that I have been, you know, really dedicated to, is I understand that I'm giving up short-term sacrifices for my long-term gain. And I'm okay being uncomfortable in my current state. I am okay going without. I am okay putting in financial investments that, like, really, I really don't have to give, because I understand the long-term vision of where I'm going. I understand. I see the horizon. I see the end destination. I see where I'm going. So this little petty stuff that may, like, feel uncomfortable now, like me not being able to get my nails done for a little bit, or like me not being able to buy no weave for a little bit, or like me having to say, no, I can't go out and hang out with y'all. My friends getting mad because I won't go out and get drinks, or me having to be in a bar and say, like, no, I'm not drinking because tomorrow I got to get up and actually do some fucking work and I can't have a hangover. But then they over here trying to peer pressure you into, like, well, what? You gonna be one and done tonight? Yes, B, I'm gonna be one and done, because in the next 9 months, Jay gonna be 40K and you gonna be at 0. So but I see the vision. I see where I'm going, and I understand that, like, the delayed it's not even about drinking at home. It's about I barely drink anymore, and it's not because I don't enjoy my wine. I enjoy my wine, but, like, I know that when I drink, I'm not going to be able to operate in my fullest the next day. And I'm not about to fuck up my next day's ability to work and perform for me being able to get drunk and have fun with y'all tonight. Nah, bruh. I'm going to get fucked up and get wasted when I got enough money to fly first class. Not even fly first class. When I'm able to afford a private jet to take me to my island, I will get fucked up that night. I will be white girl wasted that evening. Best and believe. But I understand the short-term sacrifices. And I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with, like, people not being okay with it. I'm okay with, like, having to fight back and say, like, no, I'm good. I'm not going out. No, yeah, my nails are not done. But y'all don't understand my Facebook ad situation. Yes, I'm rocking my natural and I'm not putting my weave on. Or I'm buying a wig because I'm not going to keep getting sew-ins and paying somebody to install it. I ain't got no shade that this boy comes off at night. Whoop, whoop. I mean, like, comes off at night. I ain't got no problem in that. Because I understand where I'm going. I understand that I am building a business that is going to have a legacy, that is going to have a generational impact on my kids and their kids and my kids' kids' kids. I understand what I'm building. I'm not out here just trying to, like, make no quick money. I'm not out here just trying to build no sprint. Like, I'm here for the marathon. I am not here for that little chump change that may come through real quick. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. I'm a giraffe and you down here talking to a turtle. You just don't see my vision, but it's cool because I understand the perspective. Woo, I'm getting a little hot, y'all. I'm getting a little hot. But, like, really check yourself in that situation and really be honest with yourself. And there's no right or wrong, but it's just like you need to be authentic. You have got to start operating in the space of authenticity and just be real about your situation. Like, one of my homegirls, everybody's like, I don't know how she hasn't started a business any sooner, because Jay, like, you're her best friend. So why hasn't she got her shit together? But she's honest. She said, Jay, I'm not willing to do the work that's required for me to build a business. I just want to stay at home and make some extra money. I am not trying to build a business. No, I know I'm not willing to do what's required. I'm not willing to build an email list. I'm not willing to show up for the people every day. I'm not willing to do that. But she's honest about it. She knows that she's just trying to make some extra money. She knows she out here just trying to build a hustle. She is not trying to build a legacy business, nor is she selling herself a dream and lying to herself about it. And I just think a lot of us need to check ourselves. Like, what are you really out here trying to do? And if you are trying to build a business, like, let me give you some game real quick. So like I said, I had the idea to start my business in January of 2016. I officially launched my business in October. So I spent from January to October testing ideas. Y'all hear that? Y'all, did y'all hear that? Pushing out my glass, want to make sure y'all good. I spent January to October testing my ideas. Testing. Trying shit, trying new services, putting stuff out there, trying Facebook Lives, just trying to figure out how to walk online. You know, that's all I was trying to do. Just trying to figure it out. Who am I serving? What am I selling? Why should somebody buy from me? Why should somebody give me some money? I'm just trying to find the answers to that. If you don't know the answers to why somebody should pay you, why should somebody give you money, what value are you bringing to the table, what end result are you providing, I spent 9 months trying to figure that out. And towards about 6 months in, I started getting some clarity. At 8 months, I was like, nah, I need to hire somebody to teach me the game. So I'm not out here trying to be testing for the next 3 years. I'm not about that life. At month 8, I hired a coach. I spent 4 figures to work with this woman, and it scared the bejeebies out of me. Because I'm like, I'd be damned if I'm paying this woman $1,500 a month. It's more than my rent. But I was willing to make that short-term sacrifice to start making myself play bigger and to teach me strategies that I'd be able to apply to my unique situation so I could start seeing different results. And that's why I made like the corporate dropout timeline, where if you guys click the title in the description of this Facebook Live, you guys can download my 14-month business timeline so you can see what my journey was. But like I spent 8 to 9 months just testing shit out, trying to figure out what I was doing. Are you willing to test shit out for 8 months? And I'd say in that 8 months, I mean, I would make like $1,000 here, $300 the next month, $3,000 one month, $50 the next month, $20 the next month, $300 the next month. Like it was in this like really influx of, I probably did not earn more than, I probably made like 12,000, maybe, I don't even know if I made that much. I would comfortably say I made probably like $8,000 in that first 8 months. That's it. And the income report is going to be coming out soon, so you guys can see how much money I've made every single month up until now in my business and really get more of contextual understanding of like how I built this shit. But like you understand, short-term sacrifice. And most people would have gave up by then. Like I only made $8,000 in the last 8 months. I've been doing Facebook Lives every week. I've been trying to figure out this email list thing. Like I've been doing all this stuff by myself and it's not getting no real results. Like this is stupid. Whereas in that moment, instead of me quitting, I understood that I was laying a foundation. I understood that I was building. I understood that I was building my body of work. And I was just discovering who I was. I was learning to find my voice. I was understanding what value I brought to the table. I was getting clarity about what result I got. I was learning how to understand why somebody even should buy from me. And again, check yourself. If your ego and entitlement is popping up saying that people need to buy from me because I built something and I put it out there, no. Okay? That's not how it works. Just because you build it does not mean they will come. You have to build it. You need to tell people to come and then give them a reason to stay over and over and over and over and over again. So I spent those first few months just trying to build my foundation. And then I realized that in order for me to actually I can't keep trying to build this house by myself because I'm really not the dopest carpenter. I don't really know how to lay, I don't know how to pour cement. I hired a coach. I hired an expert to teach me how to do it, to teach me how to build my framework. So for the first 8 months, I probably got close to 5 figures in 8 months. Then from there, my money started, I was consistently making a couple $1,000s a month. Like I was making, maybe $3,000 to $4,000 a month for those next 3 or 4 months consistently. Like, okay, the money coming in, all right. October, November, December, January, February, March. Like I got to a point where I was making maybe $3,000 a month on a pretty consistent basis. I'm like, all right, cool. This ain't, amazing, but like, this is legit. This is cool. I can rock with this. And then I really started booking myself out in advance. And I was booking over $10,000 out in advance. I was booking $20,000. And at one point I booked $40,000 in a month out in advance. And that's when stuff started shifting. But y'all, it took time. And people like, Jay, how did you get Black Enterprise? How did you get interviewed by Forbes? How did you get X, Y, or Z? How are you getting these paid speaking engagements? It's because of that foundation I laid back then. I have a body of work. For somebody, and your body of work is your foundation. Like right now, if I send Oprah to your Facebook page, if I send Oprah to your website, what would your body of work speak? How would your body of work speak for you? And keep it real. Like, what would your existing body of work right now say about you? Most of y'all wouldn't say shit, because most of y'all don't have a body of work. Most of y'all are out here trying to build something and get all these results and to get this, like, these tangible results, and you have no foundation laid. Y'all out here trying to buy the $4,000 couch and you ain't got no house to put it in. Bruh, stop trying to buy furniture when you do not have a home. You don't have a door to walk through. You don't have a floor to walk on. Why the hell are you out here trying to buy wallpaper? You ain't got no wall up yet. You have no body of work. You have no foundation laid. You have nothing built. And I'm not saying this to discourage anybody. I hope everybody watching this is taking this as an opportunity to be encouraged, to understand that, no, I ain't got no body of work. Jay, I got to start showing up and start building my body of work. No, I ain't got that yet. I need to, what type of content do I need to be putting out on a consistent basis to build that body of work? So if Oprah does come to my website, she knows who I am and my work speaks for itself without me being there. And people keep asking, like, well, how are you getting this? How are you getting that? Teach me the way. There's nothing for me to teach except, like, go build work. Go put out value. Go create Facebook Lives. Like, go make video and audio content. Because my work now is at a point where there's enough of it, it speaks for myself. It speaks for me when I'm not in the room. And that's how I'm able to have $30,000 months, $40,000 months. People hiring me for year-long contracts. People spending $4,000 or $5,000 to fly me out to come speak because my body of work speaks for me. They can see that I'm dedicated to my business. Because she's been doing this for however long. It hasn't even been that long. But the fact that she's consistently shown up for herself, and I can see that she's consistently shown up for herself, I see that she's not playing. I see that she's serious and committed to what it is that she's doing. And because I see that level of commitment and I'm able to, like, binge watch her content, I rock with her. Let's fly her out. And I think so many of us are looking for people to trust our business when we don't even trust our business. We're looking for other people to want to be committed and to feel like they can trust us enough to the point where they're willing to pay us money and give us their hard-earned money and pay for our services. But we're not even willing to do that for ourselves. We're not even willing to invest in our own business. We're not willing to hire our own coach. We're not willing to ask for no help. We're not willing to do what we're asking other people to do for us. And it's just like that. It just don't work like that. It doesn't. And, like, I want everybody to understand, like, just like you're in corporate and the corporate politics, it's a game. Building a business and being online and, like, creating something from nothing, it's a game. And if you're not willing to learn the rules of the game, nor are you willing to actually play the game, you need to get out of the game. And, like, just recognize that and save yourself some heartburn and some heartache. Like, if you're not even committed to your business, why should somebody else be committed enough to give you their coins? Like, for real. For real, for real. Okay? So I just talking to Tierra on the phone, we were going on this for a minute, about really what the difference is between building a business and just having another stream of income, because they're not one and the same. Building a business allows you to create another stream of income, but if you're out here just trying to have another stream of income, there's much easier ways to do it than you trying to build a business. I don't knock the hustle. I started on the hustle. You know, just be real and honest with yourself about the two different worlds. And if you are building a business, truly understand the work that's required for you to lay a foundation and for you to build something that will last. Because are you trying to build your foundation on sand or rock, or are you trying to build it on solid ground? And if you're trying to build it on solid ground, lay the ground. And laying the ground means that you need to build the body of work. You need to put in the work. You need to show up consistently for yourself before anybody else will show up consistently for you. If you do not trust the product in which you're building, if you're not committed to what it is that you are trying to build and to grow, do not expect other people to pay you money for some shit that you don't even believe in, that you're not even committed to, because you're willing to give up so quickly on yourself. Why should they invest in your lack of trust in what it is that you say is your vision? And don't get mad at them when they don't. Don't get mad at them when they don't pay, because you're not even in it. Why the hell should they get in the boat with you and you're not even willing? Why should I get on the bus with you? Why? You don't even know where you're going. You don't even know if you still want to be on the ride. Why should I pay you to get on this bus? This ain't safe. Nah, bruh. I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to keep my coins in my pocket. I'm not getting on your rocky bus. Flat tires, no gas. Nope. No, thank you. Not today. So, like, just really be honest about that. And the other piece is, like, when you are hiring a coach, when you are investing in a business, investing in courses, programs, one, validate that the people that you're investing in are getting results and that they're able to help guide you to where it is that you want to go. But also understand that they are teaching you principles and strategies. They are not guaranteeing you the time in which it will take for you to get the result. And understand that when you invest in a coach or invest in a course, that again, they are teaching you the strategies and the principles, but that it is on you to apply what it is that you are learning. Like, you need to listen, you need to learn, then you need to go lead. And if you're not willing to be a leader, meaning like you're willing to go out there, show up for yourself, educate and inform, implement and execute, you will never get the result. But also understand that if you've been in the game for less, I don't even want to put a time frame on it, but you have got to build the foundation. You have got to lay the body of work. And like, I look at my own journey. I have made over $60,000 in the last 2.5 months. In the last 2.5 months. But it took 12 months to get here. And if you are not willing to do the work that's required for you to get to the space where you can start experiencing more of those heightened levels of abundance, it's delayed gratification. It's delayed gratification. And it's understanding what short-term sacrifices you have to put in order for you to get that gain at the end. And this is just the beginning for me. But I just thought it was so interesting to see this exponential curve that if I would have given up at any other point, I wouldn't have been at this moment now where I was able to make $38,000 in the last month. I wasn't making I was barely making $3,800. In some months I was making $38. But it took me laying the foundation and consistently showing up, even when I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. That's my ego and entitlement. When I wasn't seeing those results yet, I understood what was required, that I have to build the muscle before I can make the money. So just check yourself. Really ask yourself the question, are you building a business or are you looking just to have another stream of income? And really, where do you need to be shifting and evolving in what it is that you're doing in order for you to start getting the results that you're looking to achieve? And I think the biggest thing for most people is you have got to have a body of work. You have to have a body of work. If I were to go to your website right now, does your website speak for you without you having to speak for yourself? If I were to go to your Facebook page right now, am I able to see who you are, what you stand for, and what value you provide by the content that's on there, from watching your Facebook Lives, from reading your posts? Is your message consistent? Because if there's a lack of consistency or clarity around what it is you're communicating, if there's there's a lack of trust. I can't trust what's not consistent. So is your message clear? Is it consistent? Are you consistently showing up for your business? And if those things are a no, what can you do right now to start changing that? What do you need to be doing right now to start building that body of work? Building those elements so somebody can attach onto, so they can begin to trust you. So they can get to know who you are, how you serve, if you can actually solve their problem. What can you be doing differently? And just be real. So I had to share this. If anybody wants to see my journey and like what was required and really what was my stepping stones to get here, you can go and download my corporate dropout 14-month timeline, which walks you through my major milestones from when I had the idea of my business to where I'm at now, how many people were on my email list, how much money I was making, what things I was doing. It gives you a really clear, quick cap shot or a screenshot of what my experience was. And once you get that download, you'll be added to my email list. I'm still compiling all the data, but in about another couple weeks, you guys will get a full income report from me on basically how much money I've made since I started my business and what I was doing at each stage at every month to earn that income. Because I want y'all to get the clear picture. People see me now like, oh, you do a Facebook Live and you're great and you're comfortable. Oh, you just had $38,000 last month. The shit didn't just happen. This didn't just happen overnight. I've been building on this. I've been laying the foundation, doing the Facebook Live, showing up every week. I've been educating myself, investing in coaches. I've fucked up. I've, done things wrong and made mistakes just out of pure ignorance. I've made mistakes. I've hired the wrong people. I've invested where I shouldn't have invested. I've lost money. I've, tripped, fell on my face. But I was able to admit when I was wrong and I got back up. Like I was able to admit when I was a poor leader and I was able to shift and evolve in my steps. Like I took all those opportunities as opportunities to learn and grow. And I understood that there is no failure in entrepreneurship. There is no such thing as failure. There's only opportunities for you to learn, grow, and get better. And I understood that perspective shift. But I also understood that where I need to be making short-term sacrifices so I could experience a long-term gain. Where I need to be more comfortable putting myself in situations of uncomfort and being okay with that. And asking for help. Realizing that I don't have to do this alone and it's stupid for me to try to do it alone. Whether that's me, building better relationships, expanding my friend circle, getting rid of friends that no longer need to be there, confiding in the right people and building the right support, hiring the right coach, investing in myself. Those things that's what's required. So I really want everybody to take this as tough love and really ask yourself, the thing that I'm asking people to do, the price that I'm asking people to pay, what I'm asking clients to give me, have I earned it? Do I really deserve it? Have I done what's required for them to entrust their hard-earned money in me? And if the answer is no, what do you need to be doing differently so you can get that trust? So you can, operate and come from this space of like vulnerability and authenticity and transparency so they can trust you and pay you for whatever it is that you're asking them to pay for. Ask yourself that. And then I'd also, like I said, check yourself. If I were to go to your website right now, does your website and does your body of work, your blog posts, your podcast, your Facebook Lives, your content, does it speak for you? Is it consistent? Is it clear? Does it communicate the value of what it is that you provide? And if the answer is no, what can you be doing differently to evolve and make it better? And maybe you're doing good. It's getting so dark over here. And if you are doing good, how can you get better? How can you get better? Because I even look at my situation now. I feel like I'm just now scratching the surface of good. How can I get to great? What more could I be doing? And not what more in the sense of like, go keep being busy, but you're not getting any results. How can you be producing a higher quality, higher value with what you're putting out? Don't just put out a bunch of shit. And we're not trying to sit in no cesspool with you. How can you put out a higher quality product that's more authentic and transparent and unapologetic in regards to who you are? So that's what I got. Go be great on this Friday. Really leverage this weekend as an opportunity for you to grow and stretch yourself and be transparent and be honest. Thank you guys for showing up, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.